Hello, everybody. Welcome to the big show. My name is Mickey, and this is Mickey in the Middle, the quintessential show for middle Americans where all middle Americans are welcome. It doesn't matter what your demographic is. It doesn't matter whether you're tall, whether you're short, whether you're heavy, whether you're skinny. It doesn't matter where you're from. Just as long as you consider yourself a middle American, you are welcome here. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter where you're going. It just matters that you're here right now for the next 30 minutes. So, I'd like to say welcome to everybody that's watching the show right now or in the future, because this is going to go down forever and ever and ever in the files on Facebook, on YouTube, on Rumble, on, I don't know, wherever the heck else we decide to put it. So as always, we're going to start with a Mickey in the Middle Chat Olympics to see who's on here. So, hey, congratulations to Carolyn Greggs Ledger winning the gold medal tonight. Cannot tell you, she's been a long-time fan, and we really appreciate Carolyn showing up every single night because we really appreciate her being here. Susie coming in, silver medal Susie Goebel, silver medal Susie. She is coming in second place, so congratulations. And Darla, all-lady top three finish. I'm going to tell you, I know these three ladies, and they don't mind that I call them ladies, so I'm not putting anybody down. I just want to say congratulations to the top three ladies, Carolyn Greggs Ledger, Susie Goebel, and coming in with a bronze medal, Darla Stewart Bennett. That is awesome. Dawn Ledger out in Arizona just came in fourth, just off the podium. Come on, Don, pick it up. But then again, he won the other day, so that's also. And Don Ledger says, coming to you from beautiful Lake Havasu. That is totally awesome, dude. I'm so glad that you're having a good time out there. And then Eric Jackson, they're always getting. I love Eric, man. That is so awesome. So they're always getting the medals. I know, doggone it. Here's the deal, man. Long time. They know how to figure this stuff out. They got their fingers on the trigger every single time. So without further ado, I would like to bring in my co-host, my beautiful niece, Nickey in the Middle. How you doing? How things in Mississippi, Nicole?
Mississippi is beautiful. Hey, guys.
That is awesome. So good weather down there?
It is. It's been beautiful.
I noticed that you changed your background. Where are you?
I'm at my mom's house, actually. I'm house sitting for the week, dog sitting.
Your mama,
yes,
my sister?
My mama, yes.
So what is she out doing?
She is actually leading a tour of the monasteries down the California coast. She's a chaplain. Yeah, so she's gone back to her passion, and she's traveling this week.
That is totally awesome. I am so glad that she is out and she is doing.
I get a little vacay on the water.
What's that?
I get a little vacation on the water.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She lives right there in that little condo right there on the reservoir. I love that. I'm telling you, it's an absolutely beautiful place. So, by the way, Darla Stewart says, hi, Nicole, love your hair.
Thank you, Darla.
And Carolyn says, hi, Nickey. So, all right. So, Nicole and I were talking earlier, everybody, about what is going on with social media, because as we all know, Elon Musk bought Twitter for $45 billion. That's right. That's a B. So that's 45, comma 000, comma 000, comma 000, comma 000 dollars. That is one hell of a lot of zeros, don't you think, Nicole?
It is.
That is crazy.
I'd like to have a percentage of those zeros.
Yeah. Here's what the deal is, man. Just slide one of those. Just one of those comma 12 zeros over to me. I tell you what, I won't even take 12 zeros. I'll take 6 zeros. I'll take a 1 comma and 6 zeros. That would work for me. So, all right. So that has significant implications, because there's a theory that I want to throw by everybody, and please make comments as I go through this, because I'm trying to develop. Okay, you could have bought everything at the dollar store. All 1,000 stores he could have bought for that much money.
At $1.25, $5, he could have bought it all.
That's right. Now, isn't it going to the $1.25 store or something?
Well, it's $1.25, but now they have a $5 and a $10 section.
Oh,
So
got it. It's a dollar store. All right. So, so I'm developing a theory. I'm trying to do this right. So, as a middle American, as a leader, as somebody that tries to have a little bit of vision, I'm trying to figure out where the country's going, whether it is demographically, whether it's politically, economically, and this one has to do with socially. So, this theory is what I am calling. Social entropy. And social entropy, according to my hypothesis, is that we used to have some very, very funneled information that came to all of the people that were living in the United States of America. So we had the newspapers that were controlled by millionaires, billionaires types that would had their reporters that were reporting from all of the hot spots around the countries. Then we had very, very localized papers. Well, local papers are all being destroyed by these big companies because nobody's buying papers anymore. They can just wake up and pull up MSN. They can pull up Yahoo News. They can pull up all these different news sources, so they don't have to buy a paper anymore. So the newspaper goes away, and we all start getting funneled into this. Then the next thing that happened is after newspapers came along, then radio came along, and everybody had radios across, and there were national broadcasts, but mainly the local radio stations controlled the content for everybody that was in the United States. So you would go out and you'd listen to your local DJs, you'd listen to your local commentators, you listen to church on Sunday, you listen to ball games that were broadcast throughout the United States. Well, as that got replaced by podcasts and as by videos and different things that people having on their phones, social media sites, those radio stations became less and less, but the rise of talk radio started coming up. And now all the talk radio hosts are not only doing talk radio, but they're also doing podcasts and they're doing the video content as well. As a result of that, we have become less localized and we are becoming more national as we have gotten older. And that was good because before we only used to have 3 television stations. And everybody watched television and they all had the same stories over and over and over and over and over again. So we didn't know whether
power. Knowledge is power, but how much knowledge is scary.
But how much are they telling us?
Right. They were telling you everything that you wanted to see because that's all you had.
Everything that I go in now, I'm questioning about whether they were telling me the whole story or whether it was politicized in the newsrooms coming into my living room. Right. Because now, if you look at the way the country's going right now, we're all over the place, man. There are so many websites that are out there. And because we don't have local affiliations and local news that we watch religiously, I can't remember the last time I watched the local news. When was the last time you watched local news, Nicole?
I don't have cable.
Do you have a stick?
I do, but I don't tune in to the local channels.
So do you watch any TV at all?
No.
Oh, good for you. By the way,
I'm very sorry.
I'm watching American Idol now.
Now, I'll see the American Idol on Facebook while I'm scrolling because those are the algorithms they have approved for my liking.
And that is what I wanted to talk about. That you just hit the nail on the head. Somebody is approving your content and somebody is driving content to you.
Right.
What do you think about people having a filter and showing you what they think you want to see?
Honestly, I think I'm lazy if I don't look elsewhere.
Oh my. A lazy American?
Oh my gosh.
Who would think that people are lazy on that? Have you been doing the Twitters and the TikToks and the pictograms or
no,
whatever that is?
I don't Instagram. I don't tweet. I'm on TikTok. I think I've done maybe 2 TikToks.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I bet you're adorable when you do a TikTok, aren't you? Is it
a
cheerleading thing?
One was of my dogs because everybody knows how much I love my babies.
Yeah.
And the other one was about Disney princesses. So
Hey, there you go. Hey, and Darla says that she misses Walter Cronkite. Do you even know who Walter Cronkite was?
I do. Sir, how dare you?
Well, you're not that old, Nicole.
I am 41 years old, sir, and I claim every year.
All right. So hold on just a second. I got to do this. Hold on just a second. Hold on. When did Walter Cronkite,
And
Cronkite?
Kite. Yep.
All right. So here's what thing is. Walter Cronkite. He was dead 2009. So I got a question for you, Nicole.
Okay.
How old were you in 2009?
20.
Just figure 2010. So you were 20, right? So
Yeah.
you were doing it. That's what my point is. So you were doing cheerleading and you were doing high school and you were doing college. I can't even imagine that you would know who Walter Cronkite is. That's why I'm just saying that you're so young. You know, I grew up with Walter Cronkite and coming into my living room every single night, right? So anyway, so here's the crux of the tonight's topic. Elon Musk just said that he is going to free Twitter, that he's going to take the code and he's going to make it open source so everybody can see what the algorithms are. He's going to try to get rid of the dots and the bots, and that he's going to make an edit button so that you can change your content without fear of having to, it's all or nothing on Twitter right now. And also that you can control more of the content that you see. So to me, it goes back to more like we're having a national conversation rather than being funneled into the way that the ABC, NBC, CBS used to do it before we were all started to be separated by content control. So I think that what Elon Musk is doing is he's taking the chains off of us, and so that we're no longer going to be divided, so that we can have access to more information, so that we can literally be freer in our thoughts and in our words and how we express ourselves and what we support and what we don't support.
We shall see.
Because here's the thing is,
I'm sorry, I'm a little cynical. Sorry.
well, and I want you to be cynical, because here's what I think is going to happen. Mickey in the middle is going to thrive in that environment. You want to know why? Because I say to hell with the 20% on the right, to hell with the 20% on the left. There are reasonable people in the middle, and we're not allowed to have reasonable conversations because they drive a wedge into us on every single issue. Their job up to this point is to drive a wedge into us so that it gets all these emotions stirred up in our side of our body.
Emotions.
And we start and we start feeling we start feeling great about something. We get the dopamine hits, we get the little stuff going in our brain that goes, man, you love this. And people love to hate, right? People love to hate. How many times have you gone on a site and just gone, oh, that is some bullshit, send? You ever done that?
I don't do that.
Oh, Jackie says, I agree with Nicole. We will see. Well, because
we will see.
And here's what the thing is. If you wanted to tell the world that they were doing okay, all right, so, and you have to remind me to do this more often. I got to remind the world that we're doing okay.
We are.
You know, a couple of years ago when we were in the middle of a pandemic, it wasn't all that great. When we were all sitting in and I was, doing a song on YouTube because I was bored called We're All in This Together But Apart. So my question is, what would you say to the world about the most optimistic thing about Elon Musk? Would you encourage people to use?
Absolutely.
You would encourage people to use Twitter now?
I would, but I haven't downloaded the app yet.
Oh, so you're still not on there? All right. So I would like to make an announcement, everyone. Mickey Spillane is back on the Twitter. That is right. So you can now find me at mickeyinthemiddle.com. I am announcing that I am back on Twitter at Mickey in the Mid because you can only have 14 letters, and Mick in the Middle was taken by some guy that I don't know who has shitty content. I'm just saying.
How dare
He does.
But he has the right to, though.
He has a right to have crappy stuff, and I'm just saying, man, that there's a dude out there. That's not me, right? So I'm Mickey in the Mid on Twitter.com, and then you can always find me on Facebook.com at Mickey in the Middle, YouTube.com at Mickey in the Middle. Just do a search there, and then Rumble.com/user/Mickey in the Middle. So that is where we are sitting right now. Jackie says, I don't understand Twitter. I get tweets days after it happened. All right. So let's talk to Jackie's comment real quick. I am not an expert on Twitter. I never have been an expert on Twitter. I don't know much about Twitter. All I know is that there is so much content, and this is what we were alluding to earlier. There is so much content out there that if you have 3,000 friends, you might not see your friends' posts for years, months, weeks, days, hours. I mean, who knows when it's going to come up? But I want you to imagine this. If you have 3,000 people that are your friends or 1,000 people that are your friends, and they tweet once a day, how much time do you have to see all of those things? And then if you get distracted and you go to YouTube like I do often, or you look at Reels, how often you get there? And like Nicole says, the algorithm is controlling and pushing the content that you want to see. So all of your friends that are constantly dancing and you click, I like that, they're going to go, hey man, we're sending you more stuff that is exactly like that. Some of it's going to be your friends. Some of it's going to be new content of other people that are also dancing. So you're going to have to scroll by all of that stuff. So Darla Stewart, Donald Trump will be back too. I don't know whether Donald Trump, I think that somebody asked Donald Trump if he was going to be back. Do you know what the answer on that is, Nicole?
I do not.
Because here's what the surprising thing is. Guess what happened to me today?
What happened to you today, sir?
All righty. So does anybody know what Truth Social is? So Donald Trump started his own platform called Truth Social.
It was a nice lead-in, I thought.
It was a great lead-in.
Thank you, Darla.
It was. Did Darla's? I missed something. Donald Trump. Oh yeah, there you go. So he started his own Truth Social, and I just fired up the app. Now I applied to be on Truth Social because I'm a social media person, right? That's why I have Mickey in the Middle. That's why I have Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble. So I was like, hey, I'll go on over there and I'll check it out. That's why I also have Snapchat and TikTok and the whole 9 yards. But here's what the thing is. Donald Trump came up with his, and they put me on a waiting list. And I was like 400. But now that Twitter has done their thing, now all of a sudden, instantaneously, they're like, hey, dude, come on over with us. We're going to let you on. So this is literally the first day. I know. Now they love me, Nicole. They don't love me till they need me.
They want your business, sir.
They do want my business. So that's crazy. Now I think that everybody's going to be scrambling for business, which is going to lead more to the social entropy. Because if you go on Parler, do you have time to go on a Rumble? Do you have time to be on Twitter? Do you have time to be on Snapchat? Or do you pick your platform and get separated by platform? And this is important because social entropy.
You can get caught into scrolling to what you want to see, and that's all they want you to see.
But are we all going to have to be on all the sites, or are we going to divide ourselves by platform? Because there are some people out there that are just Twitter people.
How do you keep up with that? I mean, and you wonder why people are sitting at their jobs and they're on their phone. Well, it's because they got 97 damn platforms that they've got to check into versus getting out there and doing their job.
So that is the definition of social media entropy. We're all being divided. We're all going different ways. There's so many different sites that are out there. Carl Struble says Trump said he will not be on Twitter due to Truth Social. There you go. And we call them twits. Thank you, Darla, very much. Jackie said, and we call them assholes. I love that. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. And thank you very much. Carl, welcome, man. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. So, and that's what to me is social media entropy is. Social entropy is the fact that we are dividing ourselves, whereas before we had 3 news channels that would drive everything in the home. And when they promoted patriotism, they all promoted patriotism. And that was great because it was all about, hey, look here, the unifying thought of the country is that we have the Constitution of the United States of America, and that is something that we can all say, we all believe in free speech. Done. Check. Be as free as you want to be. Don't break the law. We only have a couple of laws. Not everybody's acting like everybody's going to break the law if they get free reign on the internet.
Holy crap.
You would think that we're all lawbreakers. You would think that everybody is killing each other with
got
words.
Bombs in the back shed. And,
being mean, you would think that, everybody is disparaging everybody else. But here's the thing is, I don't believe that there's such a thing as hate speech. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I think follow up. Again, it goes back to what they're letting us see. There's a lot of good in the world. There is a lot of good people that do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But you don't see that on social media. You see people getting into fights, police brutality. You see, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Like, that's what you see. Like, there's nothing. Oh, am I allowed to say that yet? Sorry.
Yes, anyway. You can. I watched some of the testimony today. That is a total shit. That is a total shit show.
Did you watch The Doctor?
Which doctor?
The
blonde lady doctor?
Yes, she was sassy.
Here's what the deal is. She is way too smart for me. I don't think that she skipped a beat, man. Here's what the deal is. I'm not talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Nope. I knew who he was from Jack Sparrow, but I've never heard of her. But when I heard that she shat the sheets, I was like, oh my God, that's a crazy bitch.
Well, and here's my thing on that.
That's my opinion.
There are things that go on in every relationship.
You don't do that.
Look, I've never shit on anyone's pillow, okay? Let's just go ahead and get that out there. That's not what I'm saying. But there are times that I have been ashamed
when you want
of things that I've said, especially when
thank you, Jackie.
They might have been drug or alcohol induced. And let's just be honest, both of them were very open about addiction. So why are we airing fights when they were like that? Anyway,
well, because she said that he beat her.
Well, I understand.
She implied it. And here's what the thing is. This is all right. So we're changing from social entropy.
Oh, thank you, Jackie.
We're changing from social entropy to something that needs to be done about men being out there.
I agree,
Carl. Nobody should abuse anybody else.
No,
neighbors should not abuse neighbors. Parents should not abuse their children. Spouses should not abuse each other. Nicole, you need to stop abusing me. by being more beautiful than me on the Facebook or on the show.
Stop it.
No, I mean seriously, you're so adorable. I love your hair. You got a great look.
Thank you.
So, but here's the deal: is we need to be kind to each other. That needs to be the starting place. And if you're having difficulty inside of a relationship, you need to figure out a way to get that resolved without resulting to all of the things. Because right now, there's so much help out there available to people, and a lot of time, and I'm going to fall back on my go-to churches. Churches are a great place to heal. Churches are a great place to be able to go out there. And churches used to hold our society together. And that's where everybody went in order to get morals, in order to get values, in order to get that. And I'm going to say that the two of them have not been in church for a really, really long time.
I would go with yes, they have not. And I agree, Carl. He said, my question is, why is Depp's trial broadcasted for all to see, but not the...
Oh, yeah, the Maxwell, Ghislaine's Maxwell or something. So the Epstein didn't kill himself trial. So, and here's what the deal is. Millions of dollars and the people that were involved, celebrities versus non-celebrity. I think that if Epstein had lived, that Epstein trial would have been broadcast. I would like to think that that is true. She was just a part-timer, and she is being charged as a part-timer. They also didn't do.
I don't know if I think she was a part-timer.
Who was that? Who was the director that went to jail? That
I'm terrible with names.
Yeah, I'm terrible with name too. But I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they don't do all of that stuff. But I do know that all of that is probably
because there's not enough time for Twitter and all the others if we're advertising every trial that's being held.
Right. That's right. Yeah, there's no time for Twitter if we're watching that, Carl. I mean, come on, dude. So,
yes, Weinstein. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Harvey. Who could forget Harvey?
Sorry. Sometimes we just get into it and it's like right there, but you can't find it. So
I know.
sorry.
And I love the fact that we have so many people watching that can fact check us. So thank you very much, Darla. I greatly appreciate that. And then Jackie said, treat people how you want to be treated. And here's what the deal is. Yes, it's very, very simple, but we are very emotional. And that's one of the things. The more emotional you get about an issue, there are a lot of things that we misapply emotion to. There are things that you can get very, very upset in this world, like brutality and about crime and about things that you can spousal abuse, about child abuse, about what do you call it when it's sex trafficking and stuff like that. There are a lot of things to get very, very emotional about. Because we're typing, sometimes we say things that convey an emotion that we don't feel. But more times than not, if you are typing something, it can be so misunderstood on so many different levels. And that just pisses people off. And I can't believe that I could read something on my phone. And that it would get me so upset that I would take a video of myself screaming at the phone. I mean, I just don't see myself going, ah!
How dare you?
Is that fake? When people do that, is that fake?
Sometimes.
Or do you think that do you think that that's a real emotion, Nicole? Or do you think that that is bullshit, made up stuff to present to the world that you're upset?
Sometimes,
and that if you weren't, that you would just otherwise walk away?
Why would you pick up your phone if you were that angry?
I know. I would throw it at the TV.
That's the last thing on my mind is, let me get it ready and get the filter on and make sure the angle's right. Like, come on now.
Yeah, exactly. So and by the way, the number of people that quit Twitter today, they all announced that they were leaving. Do you know how I left Twitter? How I left Twitter when they did that before?
How?
Do you know how I did that? You know how I left? I just went, hey, everybody, I'm not going to be on it anymore. See ya. Got to go, right? If you're looking for me, I'll be somewhere else. But I was really ready to quit all of social media until I realized how important social media is to our world. Social media is very, very important to our world. This is how we now communicate.
Right.
You're cutting edge, Nicole. Did you know that? You're cutting edge. All right. So Jackie said, hey, Nicole, did you get your new phone?
I did not.
You still don't have a damn phone?
I did not. And actually, my debit card was frozen because they tried to charge 5 charges back to back on the day that I was trying to repurchase my phone. So, no, I do not have a new phone yet. And to be honest,
can I just come down there and take you to Best Buy and buy you a damn phone?
The problem is I'm not going to give them my money right now. I'm very upset. And there's nothing I can do other than withhold my funds from them. So, because they've obviously told me, UPS and Verizon, there's nothing you can do, ma'am. Sorry about your luck.
Sorry about that. Companies, man, they don't care about their customers anymore.
If
it was my company, I would be busting my ass to get you your phone to make sure I would have a one-on-one customer consultant to make sure that you got your phone as fast as you could possibly get your phone.
That doesn't
and here's what the deal is. Go look up another company. Go with after the show, I will tell you what company to go with. Okay. And I want you to try them. And I'll even help you get the phone. I'll even help you get the phone. God, I got to remember the phone. All right. So, and then Darla says, if you had enough self-control, pick up your phone. Why wouldn't you have enough self-control to keep from getting that angry like that? Amen, exactly. Darla. That's exactly what you and Amen. Nicole just nailed. Boom. So, all right. Hey, Nicole, guess what? We're out of time.
We are.
Yes.
This is some fun, guys.
Yeah, it has been fun. So, and remember, don't let me get into that whole, don't let me go so deep being intellectual when I start talking about social media, entropy, and how we are all picking platforms and we're all picking sides, and this is driving us apart, because I think that will be the downfall of America, is we have to have something in common. And if Twitter happens to be the thing we have in common that is deregulated and it's the most free speech that we can, so that you see who is trending at the top, what are the majority of Americans talking about in our country, and what is the other side of that, and can I go look at both sides of an issue, then that will bring us back together, because free speech will be back. Freedom ideas will be back. We will all have one place to go, which is Twitter. And we can also have our other social media sites. So you can have one town square, and then we can divide back up and go to our own local neighborhoods like we used to back in the day when we didn't have radio, we didn't have TV, we didn't have the internet or anything like that. So local, and then the big town square. And I don't know how the town square is going to work, but I hope that everybody makes Twitter one big town square. And
I'm hopeful.
Yeah, me too. So everybody, you guys have a great one out there. Remember, we love you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to like, share, hit the notification bell. You can go to these websites right over here, which are MickeyInTheMiddle.com. That's my website. I'm going to start posting stuff over there. I need to do that. Twitter, Mickey in the Mid. Facebook.com/Mickey in the Middle. YouTube.com. Go search Mickey in the Middle. And then Rumble.com. User in Mickey. Rumble.com/user/Mickey in the
Yeah, all
Go out
those.
there. Go
All those.
find me, man. Anyway, I'll be posting this on Twitter tonight. So without further ado, I'd like to say, remember, Mickey in the Middle, 9 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday, right here wherever we are, right there wherever you are. Remember, we love you, America. And without further ado, good night, small one. I love you. See ya.